Helen Zimmern translated Friedrich Nietzsche's Beyond Good and Evil from German into English. When this text was turned into an ebook, italics became uppercase except for foreign words, and older spellings like today were modernized. Footnotes stayed inside brackets. Nietzsche starts by asking, what if truth were a woman? He says the wise thinkers treated truth too seriously and clumsily, like adults trying to conquer someone who actually needs care and kindness. The old beliefs are crumbling. Dogmas fall like castles on shaky sand. Still, those ideas helped build grand things and moved people's hearts. Big stories often begin noisy and strange. Plato's idea of pure spirit made life feel wrong for many, yet breaking free from that battle gave Europe strength. Now Europeans know they carry truth like a bow and arrow. The bow stays tense, and they must aim high. People today want truth but get tired and confused. They ask whether truth is better than lies or pretending not to know. Some say good things must come from another world, but maybe good and selfishness are connected. Nietzsche wants new thinkers who say maybe, and are honest about how they shape her values. Philosophers sometimes pretend to be logical, but they also defend their hopes, fears, and pride. Behind every philosophy is the thinker's life story. Morals and personal needs guide their ideas more than pure love of knowledge. Even scientists often work for money or family, while philosophers always bring their personality into their ideas. The thinker must remember that values come from feelings, instincts, and grammar. Old ideas such as causa sui, making yourself from nothing, or fixed laws in nature, are nonsense when compared with real power and a world full of change. Science arranges facts, but philosophy creates new goals and asks, where do we go, and why? Psychology should study the will to power, how envy, anger, pride, and the desire to grow influence people. Life isn't only about surviving. It's about using and expanding our strength. Real philosophers see these changes and feel excited to test new ideas, even if they hurt. Many people stay comfortable with familiar morals and ideas. They don't want hard thinking or deep truth. They like to play and laugh instead. But truth can hurt and sometimes make people strong. Thinkers must be careful, calm, and honest. They shouldn't fight for truth like warriors who become angry and cruel. Deep thinking needs rest, friendship, and moments of being away from the crowd. Loving and studying ordinary people, even when their lives are messy or sad, helps philosophers grow. They must also accept that every person and language sees things differently and respects that. To stay free, strong thinkers sometimes need to be alone. They must protect their hearts and not cling too tightly to people, places, or ideas. Masks can help hide sensitive thoughts and keep choices safe from rude eyes. Truth comes in quiet or loud forms, and different people need different truths. Some minds are tough because life was hard. Others stay soft and kind. Both kinds matter. New thinkers are arriving who no longer want to belong to the crowd. They like danger, struggle, secret fights, and playing with ideas. They protect their own quiet spaces and enjoy learning and forgetting. These thinkers know that truth is not for everyone, and they might even say, my truth is mine. They work alone, but love truth so much they keep trying even when helpers disappear. They know studying conscience or guilt requires deep experience, so they must do the work themselves. Early Christians chose hard faith. They gave up pride and strength, hoping to follow God's suffering on the cross. Their idea of holiness became a new kind of revolt. Religion often made people act quiet, hungry, and pure, but sometimes sudden desires led them back to prayer. Saints amazed great men because they seemed weak, yet held hidden power. Religious rules can help some people become strong, calm, and peaceful, but religion can also keep weak ideas alive. Christianity kept people hating the earth and giving up their power, which made Europe timid and small. Strong thinkers saw this and wanted something freer. Some people doubt God now. He seems far and quiet. They still feel religious though unsure because he doesn't speak clearly. Modern philosophers question the soul and the I. Thinking may come first while the I appears later, just like some Eastern ideas. Later, people who once believed in hard rules gave up their instincts, worshipping emptiness. Nietzsche says the new generation must learn to live with that idea, and still find strength. Even pessimism can lead to joy. Some people look at the world with love and want to live it again and again, crying, "Let us play again." That kind of joy comes from hard thinking, not easy comfort. Real religious life needs quiet rest, time to listen, and space to pray. When life becomes too busy, people lose touch with God and treat religion like a thing to do out of duty. Scholars often stay polite, but not feeling. They appreciate religion mostly as history, not experience, because they want to stay calm and clean. But real religious people are brave and messy. They feel strong love and big pain. When loving people, we must understand the tricky truths behind their actions. Not all kindness is honest. When we praise or argue, we must watch the hidden wishes behind the words. Moral talk can be dull, and people often act kind to get something back. Today the herd, people sticking together, values kindness and sameness, but Nietzsche wants strength. He wants Europe to welcome brave leaders who can make new rules and strong hearts that carry heavy duties. He fears a future where everyone is equal and safe, making people small. There is a difference between scientists and philosophers. Scientists explain the past. Philosophers create values and laws for the future. They provide direction and courage, but philosophers often stand against their own time. They become like conscience, showing how rule-following and comfort may be wrong or dead. They need to be strong, willing to stand alone, carry burdens, and love danger. Greatness now means being different and strong, not just calm. Thinking is not something you learn easily. It must live inside you. The philosopher thinks quickly, with joy, like a dancer. He needs calm, justice, command, and the ability to handle strange ideas. Today people feel pulled by many values, loving enemies, being secretly strong, or mixing harsh and kind actions is common. Moral talk tries to make everyone the same, but the more spiritual people see ranks and differences. We spread praise, punish too much, or pretend to care about the herd. Some try to make leaders deny themselves, but that hurts special people. They say, "Stop hurting others," but life still wants to grow, struggle, and take new ground. Large groups and nations form habits. Some nations create new ways, others help them grow. Every nation has a fake face. People think they know themselves but often copy something old. Europe owes much to Jews, whose moral ideas glow in our culture. Hard times make people blame each other. People shout against Jews and minorities, but Nietzsche says Jews only seek peace and can help Europe if we welcome them carefully. Different nations have different souls. Germany tries to mix change and mystery. Their music, once led by Mozart and Beethoven, is now calm yet free. They feel proud but mysterious, like clouds. English people follow Christianity and stay loyal, yet they are not deep artists. France loves fine taste and hides from rough talk. People longing for the warm South need new sounds that glow like the sea and sun. Wagner's music mixed old and new, storms and bravery, showing how art can cross borders. Strong people do not just follow rules. They see life as a chance to climb higher, even seeing themselves as noble. They believe society exists for a few to rise like vines climbing trees. Even when people try to stop such growth and keep everyone equal, history shows power and new rulers always appear. Vanity is when people depend on praise because they do not know their worth inside. That's the weak or slave way. The strong survive in wars and danger, training themselves to be strict but steady. Peace makes people softer, new ideas arise, and chaos appears again. Some say we must be average, quiet, and kind, but Nietzsche says this hides fear. The strong know greatness needs danger. People sometimes bend, admire special things, or feel small near the holy. They should show respect, not touch sacred things carelessly. The masses often rush to grab everything, but true respect slows us down. Our parents teach us habits that stay inside us. Even if schools try to hide class differences, nature brings them back. Noble people believe in leading others, treating friends well, and sharing easily. They do not beg for favors. They lift others while staying proud. Goethe says we respect those who look beyond themselves. Sometimes we must keep our hearts small like the Chinese Xiao Xin, so we stay calm. Badness is not just crime, but losing nobility. Nations share feelings that help them talk and act. Danger makes people agree. Difference makes them fall apart. Unique people stay alone, but that is part of nature. Psychologists must study different hearts carefully. Great thinkers feel sad when they see weak heroes praised. Some people hide pain behind smiles, acting silly to keep secrets safe. That is okay. They need respect, not prying. Women have their own voice. They love beauty and feeling. But when women demand to become like men, less afraid, more equal, they may lose their special power. Nietzsche thinks women should keep mystery, sympathy, and strength, not copy men. Some women are leaders, keep quiet, and still help men rise. Strong thinkers often feel their world is wide and tangled. Old ideas like God may seem small later. They stay curious like children, never stopping. They learn from dreams, pain, love, and being alone. They know being kind without hope is foolish. Real love grows from deeper love, not just duty. The philosopher today must be brave. Science grows faster and looks clean, while philosophy feels tired. Scientists say philosophy is useless, but Nietzsche says philosophers risk themselves and play hard games. They are not like calm monks or quiet workers. They stand firm, even when people prefer doubt or comfort. There is new skepticism, born in war and great rulers like Friedrich the Great. It broke old dreams and made people look hard at life. Nietzsche wants new philosophers who test ideas, not only doubt them. They take action and judge carefully, even when it hurts. They use criticism, but also create new values. People obey more than they lead. Obedience creates weak leaders who feel guilty. Europe now praises meekness and sameness, but Nietzsche wants people who create new values and stand tall. Democracy may lead to weak crowds. He wants new thinkers who can bear heavy tasks, create laws, and give direction, even if the future looks dangerous. He also warns that the strong may fear cruelty and hide, but cruelty is part of culture, art, and learning. Pain helps the spirit grow. The truth seeker hurts himself and grows like a tree, going deep inside. Learning changes us. Some things stay inside like blood. We need to know ourselves more than just facts. Nietzsche ends by saying strong people should live quietly, keep their feelings like horses, be polite, and guard their strength. Big events need time to understand. Helpers hold masks. Sometimes a sad traveler just wants to rest. Life asks us to protect truth, respect mystery, keep loyal friends, stay proud, and keep a quiet heart so real thinking can grow. I told you about a strange god called Dionysus who I met after traveling a lot. He tricks people, but I was the only one who gave him a quiet gift and learned his ideas. I am his last student, so I want to share some of his thoughts. He wanted no big praise, just quiet respect. He even said he loves people sometimes, especially when Ariadne was near. He said people are brave and smart, and he wants them stronger, crueler, deeper, and more beautiful. He smiled like that was a good goal. He has no shame, and he shows that gods can think like humans. Then I wonder about my own writing. It used to be bright, spicy, and quick, full of strange ideas. Now it feels slow and tired, like faded colors and safe storms. I paint the things that stay still, but I miss how sharp my words once were.